Be sure to subscribe to our channel so you can find out about more videos as they come out. Good enough.
Hi, I'm Cathy.
And I'm Robert Kothe, and we're back. We have pierced the top 10, but we're entering the top 10 right now of the 40 of our favorite Garfield items on behalf of Garfield's 40th birthday this year.
Number 10. Number 10 is the Macys Giant Plush. Back for Garfield's 25th birthday in 2003, you might remember that Macys stores had the gift with purchase, was a small Garfield, I think maybe it was 16 inches. He came, I think it was Huggin' Pookie, he came with a book. Every year they do something. They've done Snoopy many, many times, and Paddington Bear and a bunch of stuff. But that was one year that they did do Garfield, and they had a special promotion where they were raffling off one per store, practically a life-size Garfield. It was about, what do you think, about 5 foot high, maybe about 30 pounds, very, very large, and you could only win it. You couldn't buy it or anything like that. It was a raffle. We stuffed the ballot boxes with 42 entries in 13 stores in 5 states, and we won. Technically, we won 3, but somehow one became Kermit. So our friend Ann, who actually won that one, kept that one. And that was interesting because I think the legs on that thing was 5 feet alone, and then you had the Kermit body. But we were lucky enough. Rob actually won one at a local store, and my boss, who's about 5 foot nothing, won the one in the Huntington store right around the corner from us. So I'm very glad that they were all locally obtainable, and we went and picked them up. And to this day, my dad still can't understand why I have 2. Why don't you just sell one? Well, if I sell one, I don't have 2. So both live happily in our dining room.
There was a moment we actually had 3 of them. We saw somebody selling it on Craigslist. It wasn't that far from us. So we picked it up on Craigslist, and for the same price that we paid, we sold it to our friend Trish, who is proudly a fellow owner of that one and part of her display.
Number 9 is the Pachinko Machine. The Pachinko Machine is a very cool item, straight from Japan. There's a company in California that brings them over, refurbishes them, and sells them. Again, this is an item that I found out through a fellow collector at one of the conventions, and as soon as she told me about it, I thought it sounded super cool, so I was in search of it.
You could say Joe Boom Boom Herman, because she would insist on the Joe Boom Boom Herman.
Yes, Joe.
Is a fellow Pachinko Machine owner.
Shout
out to Joe Boom Boom.
Boom Boom, and she made up that name herself, so she is perfectly Boom Boom.
Right.
But yeah, the Pachinko Machine, it's a lot of fun. I don't speak Japanese, so I don't understand a lot of what it says, but it does have a lot of really cool graphics, and when you hit a jackpot, it goes through this whole song with 13 different screens of countries, and it's just a lot of fun. We probably have some footage that we can probably put together another video and show you that.
They've been watching it the whole time. See, magic of editing.
Oh, well, beautiful. There you go. You don't just have to be looking at us the whole time.
Exactly, because you don't want that.
No.
All right.
Number 8 is Crystal. I, again, didn't even know these existed. I grew up in the 80s. I started collecting Garfield in maybe 85, 86, and I was a teenager. So a lot of these items that existed back then, I didn't have any interest in, didn't even know that they were out there. So when I learned about them in later years, of course, I was sorry that I didn't know more about them back then. And now I'm scouring the internet looking for certain items. And again, fellow collector Trish told me about the crystal, so I started scouring. And within a couple weeks of her telling me about it, I happened to be on Craigslist, and another Garfield collector locally on Long Island was selling his entire collection. And one of the pictures that he was featuring on Craigslist was the crystal. So we ended up picking up that collection, and he had a lot of great items. But the crystal is a Christmas theme, and I believe there was maybe a dozen different crystals available. Number 7 are Montblanc Pens. If you're aware of that style of pen, they're quite expensive. This is a special theme that Jim did. I believe it was a very limited edition of 3 pens, and Jim did a feature cartoon on the case of each pen. I do have all 3 cases with the cartoons, but I only have one of the pens. I don't even know how many of them were made and how accessible they are, but I was thrilled when I found the one.
And a great point here is that we acquired them from the pause room at the Garfield Gathering, which is a major, major advantage because they bring some great things. So this is probably directly from the Pause and corporate collection. And this another advantage of going to the Garfield Gathering is you get access to proofs, rare items,
One-of-a-kind
edition,
samples.
Some real nice items. On many years, they all come in and they sell.
Number 6 is the Factory Entertainment Gallery Edition Signature Series statue. This is a 3D interpretation by sculptor Ruben Procopio, who I believe is a very popular Disney sculptor. So some of you guys probably know him from Disney. But he interpreted an original drawing from Garfield's creator, Jim Davis. Jim Davis always wanted to do Garfield in a pose where he's just admiring his big belly for all the greatness that it is.
So that is the 10 through 6. We're deep into the top 10. Coming up, the final 5 of our tribute to our favorite 40 Garfield items. And once again, on behalf of David... Yes.
Stay tuned. You guys have come way too far. You're in deep. Just hang on a little bit longer. We're almost done. 5 through 1 is coming up right after this. But let's not forget our homage to our buddy David Letterman.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to our channel so you can find out about more videos as they come out.